Hi. Throwaway account, for reasons you'll understand by the end. I've lived in this house for 3 years. Quiet neighborhood. Old growth trees, friendly neighbors, the occasional dog barking at 2 a.m. I live alone, work from home, and I don't socialize much. That's relevant. People tend to forget I exist. Sometimes, I like it that way. Everything was normal until about a month ago. The house across from mine was always empty. Not abandoned, the lawn was maintained. A car would occasionally be parked there, but no one stayed long. Renters, maybe. Flippers. I never saw anyone actually living there. Then, about 5 weeks ago, I noticed a light turn on in the upstairs window. Just a soft, warm yellow glow. I remember it clearly because I was doing dishes and happened to glance out my kitchen window, which faces the front of their house. It was the first time I'd seen light from inside that building. I didn't think much of it. People moving all the time. But then the light started blinking. Not like a flickering bulb. It was deliberate. On, off, on, off, pause, on, off, on. I stared at it for a while, thinking it was weird. Like, who installs a blinking light in a bedroom window? I went back to my dishes. But it kept happening. Every night. Around 9:15 p.m., the light would start blinking. Same rhythm, more or less. After about a week of this, I decided to record it. Just my phone pointed out the window, running for about 15 minutes. I wasn't trying to be creepy, I just wanted to figure out if it was random. That's when I noticed the pattern. It wasn't random. It looked like Morse code. I'm not a code breaker, but I knew enough to Google a translator. I played the recording, marked the long and short flashes. It took me a while to get the timing right, but once I did, it spelled something. Trapped. My stomach dropped. At first, I thought it was a prank. Some teenager with too much time. But night after night, the messages changed. Trapped. Can you see me? Help. Please call 911. They're in the walls. That last one chilled me. I did call the police. I didn't want to seem crazy, so I didn't mention the blinking. I just said I saw lights on in a house that was supposed to be vacant. A cruiser came by about 45 minutes later. I watched from behind my curtain. The officer walked around the house, knocked a few times, then got back in his car and left. No sirens, no backup, no forced entry. The light stopped that night. For a few days, nothing. Then, exactly 1 week later, same time, it started again. This time, I was ready. I recorded it, translated it live. They know. I swear to God, I felt something shift in the air when I read that. Like I'd broken a rule I didn't know existed. That's when things started to go bad. I heard scratching in my walls at night. First just in the bedroom, then the kitchen, then behind the bathroom mirror. I didn't sleep. I felt watched. Every time I closed a door, I felt like something was just on the other side, waiting. And the messages got worse. Stop looking. You're next. She's in your attic. I don't have an attic. At least, I thought I didn't. The house was built in the 60s, just a single story. But I started to notice a square seam in the ceiling of my hallway. It had always been there, but I'd never really seen it. I bought one of those extendable poles and pushed. The panel opened. There was a ladder. I don't know why I climbed it. Maybe I was too far in. Maybe I needed proof I wasn't going crazy. The attic was dusty and cramped. Fiberglass insulation, wooden beams. But in the far corner, there was a bundle. Something wrapped in a tarp. I had my phone flashlight. I got closer. It wasn't a bundle. It was a person. A woman. Eyes wide open, but completely still. Gaunt. Pale. Alive barely. Her lips were moving, but no sound came out. She was trying to mouth something. I leaned in. Don't let it out. That's when I heard the footsteps. Behind me. Not on the roof. Not below. In the walls. I don't remember how I got down. I don't remember calling 911 again, but I must have, because when I came to, I was sitting on the curb in front of my house with 2 cops asking me questions. I told them everything. They went into my house. Spent an hour. Came back out and said there was no one there. No attic. No ladder. No tarp. Nothing. They looked at me like I was having a breakdown. They gave me a card for a crisis line and left. But the light is blinking again. And this time, it just says, "Too late." Edit. Thank you all for the awards in the DMs. I'm staying at a hotel tonight. The police won't do anything without evidence. But when I go back tomorrow, I'm going to install cameras. I'll post an update, if I can.